Saya Atik, saya nak jadi ni chef masak.
So ada yang tanya Deera, FYP apa yang Deera buat bila dapat major advertising. So Deera pilih tajuk Dyslexia, which is about virtual learning environment. Kita gunakan audience teacher dan parents. Maksudnya Deera terfikirkan satu idea boleh help cikgu lah, sebab it's something like VLE Frog or Frog VLE, iaitu satu sistem ataupun platform yang menghubungkan antara student, parent dengan teacher. So diorang ada satu platform yang diorang boleh pantau perkembangan prestasi pembelajaran, ataupun student ada aktiviti kerja-kerja sekolah ke quiz ke dalam tu. Deera buat semua ni sebab Deera memang sukakan education and Deera memang suka kanak-kanak, budak-budak. So Deera memang concern dengan perkembangan pembesaran diorang. Kalau kita tak mulakan daripada kanak-kanak, budak-budak kecil ni, so kita tak boleh nak tahu diorang ni boleh berjaya ke arah apa. As kakak, Deera nak yang terbaik untuk adik-adik. So even kita start daripada adik dulu, Deera nak buat projek ni untuk buka mata orang, buka mata parent, teacher. So kita dah sampai. This is Dyslexia Malaysia di Ampang. Okay. Hai, so sekarang kita orang dah sampai di Persatuan Dyslexia Malaysia dekat Ampang. So kita orang akan tanya beberapa soalan dan juga jumpa dengan budak-budak dyslexia.
Dia punya buku dan game. So nanti tengoklah dekat division.
Okay. Khairul?
Aku buat font.
So far progress?
Progress macam tu lah.
Kebanyakan what we can say from experience is that 1 in 5 children do have dyslexia. At least 65% of young children that go to delinquent halls, that go to juvenile detention, do have dyslexia. Because why that ratio is because dyslexia is something that we can detect at age of 7 and 8 years old. Actually, when we notice that they have a pattern of avoiding doing homework, when they refuse to read, when they are very lonesome in doing exercises in the classroom. Oftentimes they have a problem, and that problem could manifest itself in terms of learning problems. It may not be dyslexia, it could be dyscalculia, dysgraphia. So when we do not rectify the problem, when we do not fix the problem, that problem will evolve. And from what we've studied from us as well as from the statistics that we got, is that at the age of 10, it is difficult for us to help improve that child compared to when we get them when they're 8 and below. Because when you're 8 and below, it's easier for us to help them in terms of their handwriting, in terms of their reading. Because kids with dyslexia, what they need is phoneme awareness, which is the ability to hear and detect that every letter in the alphabet there's a sound, and how you say that sound affects how you read it. Because if you do not rectify the problem as soon as you detect it, it creates a bigger problem as the child ages. And at the age of 10, children start having a sense of stubborn autonomous. That means that they refuse to listen, they start rebelling because to them it is a problem that they can't fix. So they start feeling doubtful about themselves, they start feeling like they can't improve any longer, so they start rebelling, hence creating problems for the classroom, creating problems for the teachers, which is why you see a lot of delinquent children being moved from one school to a different school from outside the district. And if you actually take the statistics of those students inside those very, what's the word I'm looking for? Those at-risk schools that have high tendency of drug abuse, thieving, gangsterism, a good percentage of them do have learning difficulties. But because the schooling systems here in Malaysia are not aware of it or are not equipped to help these students, then it creates a bigger problem where the community and the ministry decides to just clump all the problematic students into one district, which just creates a bigger problem for anyone around that area. For the students here in Persatuan Dyslexia Malaysia, we can't teach them A's to Z like traditionally in preschool, because to them it takes them a longer time to differentiate, especially when those letters are the same. So normally what we do is we take one letter, like C, and from C we teach them a new letter, which is O. We complete the circle, and from that we move on to D, which is a circle with a stick, and then a G, which is a circle and the stick going downwards. Why we do this is because we want to show them a pattern, because that is one of the gifts that most dyslexics have, which is they're able to see a pattern in different dimensions. So from that it makes it easier for them to keep up with reading and phonic awareness especially.
How long for them try to understand the pattern?
The pattern? Usually the average child with dyslexia is able to see a pattern. Takes approximately perhaps a month at least, month or less, because depending on the level of severity that their dyslexia is, it usually takes us a month to get them to be aware that these are the sounds and these are their characters. And even if we teach them characters, we cannot teach them all the characters. It must be divided accordingly. So today, part by part. Like today we will teach you 4 characters. Okay, so for this week it's 4 characters. What are the names for those characters? Like K for what? Cat, cow, cars. We get them to be aware that there's a sound every time they see that letter K. So from there we encourage them to draw, because if they can't read, that's where drawing is very important to them. Even if their drawing is not perfect, we tell them just try, because that is your drawing. So whatever that you draw, it matters to you, and therefore it matters to us. So they draw, and the next day we revise. Okay, what sound does the cow make? K. Okay, can you show us the letter that makes the K sound? So we have a lot of cues, like sound. What sound does it make? K. Okay, what letter is it? C. So after a while, we don't have to use ear and mouth contact. We just tell them straight. Okay, what letter is it? What sound is it? So they just quickly identify from there. So if the child is able to quickly identify a letter, then we can move on to the next letter. If the child is able to sit down and accept more than one letter, that's why we include maybe 3 letters or 4 letters in one day. So at least they keep up with the program especially.
Dah jadi artis.
Kalau budak tu tahu 1 sampai 3, fokus satu.
So nanti nak jadi apa?
Tak ada. Yang
Doktor ke? Nak jadi cikgu ke?
gunakan ada
Tak tahu lagi.
sentuhan.
Ke jadi penyanyi? Nak. Pelakon? Tak nak juga. Berarti melukis? Sikit-sikit lah.
Mesti ada yang ni.
So sekarang, sini. Okay, bagi tahu nama. Nama Amir. Umur?
Budak kebanyakan.
Saya juga, okay. Bagi tahu nama dulu.
Adik,
Adik, umur?
6 tahun.
Suka, besar nanti nak jadi apa?
Nak jadi chef. Nak jadi chef.
Oh, dia pandai masak tak? Yo, belajar dengan siapa?
Saya tahu dengan mama. Saya tahu nak jadi chef.
Nak jadi chef juga? Oh, ramai yang jadi chef ni.
Saya tahu nak jadi chef lah. Jadi chef lah. Saya rasa nak
Nak jadi apa?
jadi
Dia apa?
Cepatlah.
Apa kakak rakam? Ni. Oh, nak tak gambar. Okey, nak tak gambar. Meh. Jom, Meh.
Halo adik, kami tadi Ryan. Adik Ryan saya.
Nak jadi apa?
Adik tukang masak. Adik Ryan.
Ni.
Oh iya. Saya adik Ryan. Saya bunyi saja. Saya adik Ryan.
Yeah.
Cepat ya. Apa saya nanti je?
Menari ke?
Perasaan lega sebab 3 buku berjaya hari ni.
Yeah. So dah ada satu first customer
Dah jangan masuk.
Dengan bulan baik.
Kita dah selesai kita Dyslexia center dekat
lulusan
Ampang.
daripada
So far okey, Alhamdulillah. Semua sporty budak-budak dan juga pengajar. Banyak yang kita belajar ni kan. Khairul dapat belajar apa?
Jumpa budak Dyslexia dengan cikgu dia, cikgu Suraya. Sebab tu mesti bagi kita bagi kita je.
Ya, Amyra?
Dapat improve lagi game tu and then buat buku yang lebih baik.
Yes, betul. Okay, that's all for today. I'm so happy and itulah. Ya, nak tanya soalan sikit. Tapi berebut-rebut ya kita. Berebut-rebut ya kita berdua. Yang seorang separate jadi desperate dia. Clear jadi apa? Clear.
Nak apa nak belajar cakap English.
Tak apa, adalah. Dia pun terkejut. Aku boleh spread. Okay.